Hello and welcome. My name is Kevin. This is Do It for Bruce. We're here in CK3 once more with you all for another time lapse. This time we are taking a suggestion from one of our lovely subscribers. Fancy Orange has said, could you try a similar time lapse where you use the mod making the cultures and faiths randomly cluster about the map? So we've gone ahead and done that. We've clustered our faiths and our cultures, Greeks in France. There's Picts in the south of England. We've got some different sections down here. It's a whole mess. Religion-wise, we're also got Asheri in the south of Italy. We get Catholics in the Middle East. We've got some Jewish faiths up in the north here. A couple different Jewish faiths. As you can see, the cluster. On to our prediction. My first prediction is that I still feel like our three top faiths, Orthodox, Catholicism, and Asheri, will still bubble their way up to the top, just because I feel like these pagan religions will either switch. Powerful kingdoms will either come out of Iberia, France, or the Arabian Peninsula. And with those predictions out of the way, let's see what happens in this time lapse. Alrighty, here we are about 386 years in the future, and we have some winners and some losers. Let's start here in the east. Looks like we've got this the fact that there's a Bavarian king out here in the east, I just love it, who's all of this Christian faith. It looks like he went and formed the kingdom of Delhi. There's some other random, just the wild combinations of faith. This is pretty normal, but like the faith in the culture just being so outlandish. We got some Orthodox Bedouin, Carlin. What about the Scots? They're Kipcako-Cumbrian. What is Kipcak? It's just its own, probably Eastern. Where is this? Shaz-Turk, yeah. It's one of those Turkish or Shaz-Turks cultures. What about the Bretons? Oh, this is pretty standard. Breton Catholics owning all of England. Wales has triumphed finally. What about the Empire of Francia? They're Ugarian Sicilian Catholics, And then finally we have Italian, Andalusian, Muwadi. That's pretty standard stuff. So it looks like we're seeing some differences. We're seeing some similarities. Let's get to our faith talking. And I think, as I predicted, our faiths are three faiths that usually are the most powerful: Catholicism, Orthodox, Ashri, all being the most powerful of the three. It's surprising that they still were able, even with that diverse map mode, they were still, for whatever reason, able to make it happen. Do we see any faiths that were reformed? I don't think we're going to see any, just because a lot of them probably weren't next to their holy sites to make that come true. So, sadly, as predicted, it seems like for whatever reason the AI might be hard-coded into switching to this faith. I'm not sure exactly why. I was really expecting it kind of do a switch where Catholicism was going to be in the Middle East and Muslim faiths were going to be here in Europe, but nope, didn't happen this time. As for culture, it looks like things have somewhat changed, but also not that much. Like, I remember that Greek, and I remember this being about the same. Looks like they've given up some of the culture, the land, to some Jewish cultures. There's some Roman. Oh, the Romans somehow made it back into Iberia, which you love to see. Seems like they kind of stuck with whatever culture they had flowing already in that area. Not a whole lot of expansion of said cultures. Quickly look across the map and see if any more empires were formed. It looks like only Francia, as far as Britannia, hasn't been formed. No, doesn't look like any other empires other than Francia. I feel like Francia, for some reason, just continues to be the one that gets formed. Maybe just because France gets big enough and takes over lands to make that happen, and the HRE never gets formed, so they don't have like a buffer to put them from doing that. The fact that Leon has taken a huge bite out of them is magical. Unfortunately, Iberian struggle has not been ended this time, even though they started off with so many different little counties. I assumed that they would make it happen, but nope, not this time around. Papacy still going strong, making 371 ducats or gold a year. Let's look at court languages and see. Whoa! So looks like people are speaking French in the Middle East, and we got Shaz Turk as one of the more dominant. Maybe Telugu is up there too. So what have we learned? We've learned that when it comes to culture, it really doesn't seem to matter that much where or how your culture is, as long as you have the right faith. As long as you have a combined faith, I think that seems to be the prevailing fact, that you can still have a functioning state even if you are not at all what the culture of your land is. Because there's a little bit of pocket here, but Francia still has several other cultures, and they seem to be just doing fine with all their different cultures that are residing within that nation. But if you don't have your religion on lock, then you cannot be a functioning state, which maybe that's good for you all to employ in your single player campaigns and say, well, maybe I can't get them culture wise, but as long as we have a shared faith, we're good to go. All right, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. As always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and have a good rest of your day. Ciao!